Hey,
Hey,
you're the first
hello.
one here
Eh, this time
this
I
time.
I won.
What's
How are you?
I don't Oh, let me turn this off. I'm doing good. How are you?
I saw your motors, intelligent motors. They are steppers or what kind of motor?
Those
You can set the position, the speed, everything.
yeah.
Are they strong
Yeah, they're
enough
pretty
for an arm or something?
that's
A
what
small arm.
Steve thought that we could make a robot arm out of them.
Mm.
Um
How
I
much? How much is each one?
They were 27, $28 a piece.
So
Yeah,
what?
yeah. They were not cheap.
Yeah.
Um they are they they when Steve saw them, he thought they were quadcopter motors.
Uh-huh.
I think they are too, because if you take this off, it's got
Uh-huh.
mounting holes like for the props.
Okay.
Um, they're nice
Nice.
motors. Um,
They are Lego compatible.
yeah,
Lego.
yeah, they are. They're pretty strong. Um, they've got different modes. You can set them for like an encoder mode, so you could turn it and
To a position,
it'll tell you where it's at.
or you
Yeah.
can set the speed.
And then you can set the speed and you can set the position. The position doesn't work the way I thought that it should work, but I bought this extra. I bought that which has the
PWR scan.
yeah, PWR can. It's got a
A camera. Okay.
CAN bus, and it's got the BD BDCL BLCD connector for the motors.
No.
It doesn't work the way I thought it would. So using I2C, these things work. They work great. They work great with I2C, and you can
They
pass.
have they have examples of use or in YouTube or somewhere or are too new.
So the example that they show is not the example they gave us in the repository, which kind of I was kind of like, that's why this power can thing doesn't really work the way I thought it
Suppose.
would. Because I was watching the video for this, and it's a real nice demo with buttons and stuff, and you could push the buttons and tell it to do stuff. And that's not the demo they give you. The demo they give you basically just spins it really fast.
Okay.
And then the only way I was able to tell that it was doing anything at all was I used the phone and I used the camera, and
Mm.
you could see it slow down, but to the eye, it didn't look like it was slowing down at all.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
camera
too
saw it slow
fast.
down.
They
So
have some kind of gear reduction or something, or
the,
they are direct right.
these are the same as those hub motors. They're just tiny hub motors. So
So they
it's what do they call those? And like the escape, the ESC drivers to drive it.
It's some kind of three-phase
Three-phase dealy Bob.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So they're neat. They're neat. I wanted to make a little robot, a little wheelie robot, but
How they call it? Steve, what's the name of the motor? I
uh,
I mean, is a code or a name for it? Is it
uh, beast.
M5 stack?
Let me look. Let me look what they're calling. They're
Because
sold out.
yeah, well,
Let me look what they're calling them. They are calling them Roller 485.
roller.
Roller, Roller 485. And they've got two different models.
Okay, I have a video here.
They've got the one, this has the slip ring on top, so it's got I2C that comes out. So you could mount something on top with an I2C interface.
You have an RGB LED spin. I'm looking at the video in YouTube. The position may be low resolution. I mean, you
Um,
don't have a precise control of the
so
position.
yeah, and for whatever reason, these two motors are 180 degrees apart. So if I tell this motor to go to the 90-degree spot, and I
Mhm.
tell this motor to go to the 90-degree spot,
They go in opposite directions.
they will end up in opposite directions. It's bizarre.
Mhm.
It's but I figured out
I,
their examples have it going like they give it some outrageous position and it'll spin around and
yeah.
spin around and spin around.
I think that they will release another one with a gearbox or something to have high torque and precise location, just to make like an arm or some kind of uh, positioning. I don't know.
So when I tell it to go, well, I figured out how to get it to go to like 90 degrees and wherever I really want it to go. But when I tell it to do it and then you read the encoder, it might say like 87. So it's off a little bit, but I think,
Ah,
it moves so fast. I'm
yeah.
thinking that it overshoots where it needs to go and then it moves back.
How heavy are they?
Uh,
No, no for a drone, right?
do what?
Too heavy for a drone to make
Yeah, the way they are.
much plastic around or stuff.
Yeah, I would think they're too heavy for a drone. But I mean, they're decent size, so maybe you could build a big drone out of them. Maybe you could put 8 motors on it and get away with it. Let's see. What does it say? Does it say how heavy these things are anywhere?
I don't see an application for it.
No, these are, I think they're wanting people to figure out what to do with them. See, it says 82.9 grams, small g, 82.9 small g. So I'm guessing that's grams. They've got a little bit of weight to them. Um, I like them, but I think they're going to be too fast for an
I,
actual
I,
robot.
I like how clean they are, just uh, power and communications in the same connector.
That's it. Power and communication. And it's got it's got a bunch of I2C addresses and a bunch of RS-485 addresses that you could use. And I would rather use the RS-485, but it doesn't seem like it works real well. But those are neat toys though. I don't to make a robot, a wheeled based robot, I think they're spinning way too fast.
Fast. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe, maybe,
you
I
turn
don't
it
know,
on and it would be at the end of the table.
maybe you can use a screw or something to move slow. Yeah, I
So
see.
yeah, I think if you took the slip ring off because it's got a mount in the middle, you probably could. I bought the one with the slip ring because I thought it was a better deal, and I thought I could had more options with it. But I was wrong. I paid almost $40 for this motor. I'm crazy. I'm nuts.
I don't know what to do with them. The ideal for applications requiring basic motion control without the need of rotational data transmission or model expansion, but they don't show any example.
No, no, all they're showing
I
is
see
how
just
they work.
there is a single video in YouTube about them, just one.
I all they're showing is how they work. They don't really show. I did see a video, I think it was an M5 stack video. They had one of their cameras mounted on it and they were using it to track.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it can
It
be moved slowly.
it can, or it could move in its default, it moves very fast.
You have a command to say go to any position, maybe
Sort of.
1, 2, 4, 5, or whatever. Try to
So
make a loop and increase the number slowly with a delay or something, and
oh
check
look.
how soft it is.
So the one thing that I found that's kind of weird, and I think it's the software that's on it, is if it's saying at 360 degrees and you tell it to go to um what is that, 270, it will spin clear around the whole way instead of coming back.
Okay.
Um but if
Because you
but if
maybe
you
you need to say plus or minus an angle.
well if it thinks that it's sitting at zero, which is the same as, it'll do exactly the opposite. So I think that's a software thing. I think once it gets to one point, it needs to they need to zero the software out so that 360 is the same as zero, so that it will go. So zero will cause it to go clockwise, and 360 will cause it to go counterclockwise. But that's not what it's doing right now. It's doing weird stuff, and I think it's a software thing. But I think I could probably write a routine that would fix that. So Mr. Ray showed up, second person in
Yes.
today. What's going on,
I
Mr. Ray?
is in the
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
dark
we can
room.
hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. I I I started a fire. It got bigger than I wanted. Um, I tried to put some of it out. I hurt myself and got a boo boo. I fell into the fire. I got more boo boo, and now I'm limping in pain for days. And
Ray,
Carol won't let me take days off work, so I am with crutches and limping and in bad pain.
Ray,
And
fire bad. Don't fall in fire.
big
Yeah.
fire is badder.
Oh,
I had what I would call a large bonfire. That's me saying I had a big fire.
wow.
It was a big fire. I
So
haven't had a fire this big since I was a kid.
oh, you're
I'm
you're
way out of the country.
so
Uh,
you're laughing, so you can't be hurt all that much.
I am
How
hurt
how how are
reasonably,
how
yes.
are you? I mean, seriously.
I was unable to walk on Saturday, on crutches and on the couch most of Sunday. Crutches Monday, kind of off crutches on Tuesday. Um, and my leg won't bend more than 45 degrees off of normal, like
Yeah.
not straight position, but like I would normally be at about 20 degrees and it won't bend another 45 degrees.
So
So,
second degree
uh,
burns.
no real burns because I was in a grass fire when I was trying to put out the grass and I
Oh,
twisted my leg and I fell into the grass fire.
okay.
And so it wasn't really all that bad. It was more like roll, 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 move, get out of the way, put out the fire, and then I
Gotcha.
can cry. Oh,
Well,
uh,
I'm glad you're not burned. That's
wow. I'm
your
still good looking. Yeah,
your
no facial damage. So
your legs will heal.
I don't know. This is a pretty bad one. A slight a bit of pain on the left leg,
Oh,
uh, twisting the knee, and a lot of pain on the right side, right knee, twisting that knee, pulling something. And you know me, my job, I have to be on my feet quite a
yes.
lot,
Yeah.
and because of that, by the end of the day, my 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 leg is swollen like one of those old big wiffle ball bats.
Right.
It just, oh God, it hurts. It's stiff, and I gotta,
I
I
I
need
can't bel
to chill out. I
I
need
can't
to
believe
chill out.
Carol's still making you work.
Yeah, she's just like, yeah, suck it up and go to work. Next time I'll be like, yeah, you want to go to the hospital? Fuck that. Sorry, we're getting recorded. Screw that. You need to
Poor
go to
Ray.
work.
Poor Ray.
Mhm.
Yeah, poor me. Exactly.
Or
Oh, oh man. Um, I heard you guys doing talking about your motor direction
Yeah.
from 360 to 270. Um,
They look that looks that they are very hysterical. They move fast, but they are not good for positioning. Some three-phase motor without gear reduction or anything. So I don't know what application can be fulfilled with it. I don't know. Too fast for a wheel, for a robot wheel, right?
I think so.
Too heavy for a propeller for a drone.
Uh, unless maybe if you've got a bunch of them, but the more you add, the bigger the drone has to be, right?
I don't know why
yeah, so
they don't show any application. Then they don't show any example of them.
It's it's a neat motor, but I it's a drone motor. Steve's right. That motor, the black part
It's
came off of
inside.
a
Okay.
drone, and they've added the control and other stuff to it.
And the
But
Lego adapter,
but
Lego fixture.
short of using it for a drone, really don't know what you would use it for. But
I I
he's
got
a
into the conversation late. So what does the motor look like? What's it do?
it spins really fast.
But you said it's not for position control?
It it does. You can tell it to go to a certain spot. It generally it overshoots or undershoots that spot. Um, you can slow it down. It does have a mode where you can make it go really, really, really slow. But I haven't really found a spot where it's either medium speed, it's only really slow, or really fast. Doesn't seem like there's something in between, but maybe I'm not doing it right.
What are you looking at for like really fast?
Oh,
4,000 RPM, 13,000 RPM?
oh,
Or is it
it's,
100 RPM like really fast?
does it say anywhere on the spec sheet?
Or no,
21,
five
20,
degrees per second?
2100 RPM.
Wow.
So, and then the slow is 560 RPM, according to the spec sheet. I've seen it go slower than that. I've seen it just click, 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 click. So I've got I made a little example where it just clicks one position at a time,
What
one
is one
degree,
position?
about 5 degrees
Okay, so one step, 5 degrees.
ish,
Uh,
ish.
3.9 or 3.6?
Well, like I said, the
Or
positioning is either
5.
overshoots it or it undershoots it, and it doesn't do it consistently. So it's my little sketch that I wrote told it to go. The step was 5, so it should go every 5 degrees, starting at 0, going around to 360. It should go, um, you know,
67.
every 5 degrees. It does it.
Yeah.
Eh, I mean, it's close enough, but it's not perfect.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if you I put a delay in there and that slowed it way down. So
They say, I am looking at the specifications. They say the applications are for robotic joint control. So
arms.
they must have high resolution.
It's probably meant to do a lot of gear reduction.
Maybe
I
you
don't
need
know.
a
I'm still playing with them, so I'm still trying to figure them out.
How big
But
are they?
couple inches of diameter.
they fit in the palm of my hand.
I'm sorry, I'm doing a conversation without video. I see
Uh,
there now.
Mhm.
Okay. So it would have to be a big drone with some hefty propellers
yeah,
because it doesn't have the RPM to do what small drones do.
right. I would agree with that. That this is a large drone motor though. It as compared to, you know, something else.
Yeah. Yep.
As compared to a toy drone or something. And if you look at the M5 website, there's two different versions of this. They're exactly the same. One's got the slip ring on it so you can pass I2C through to something else, and one does not. And if you look at the other one, it's got a hole right in the middle, and it's got four mounting spots, which were definitely for propellers. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So I'm just kind of impressed. They're nice, but their software doesn't
It includes an angle sensor and a motor driver.
yeah, maybe if you get it to go, see, you got to tell it what current to use. And
Uh,
on I2C, you only get so much current anyway, so that's why I wanted to use the RS-485 bus. But
at maximum load, it drained 900 milliamps, 16 volts.
yep. Yeah, and under whatchamajigger, it's only 5 volts. So, but it Steve's here.
That's
Hello.
Hello.
I
Running
Steve. The
late.
new definition for I2C is whatchamajigger.
The whatchamajigger, yeah. That whatchamajigger. I thought that was a good definition.
Slang, temporary slang. You know,
so it's a
connotation, not denotation.
it's a conversation piece motor mainly.
It's something to get Vicente talking.
Well,
Hey, did you see that I got a new 3D printer, Ray?
No. Well, I mean, I know I saw a whole bunch of emails go back and forth, and then you were saying you were maybe gonna get one.
I saw that. Yeah.
Can you see that, Ray?
What'd you get?
An Anycubic 3, Cobra 3. Ray
That's
Ray probably
nice.
doesn't have the camera on.
I do. I see it now.
How long?
Why? Why did you want one of those?
Because it's cheap.
Well, actually, when I bought it, it was it was a heck of a deal when I bought it, and it's gone up, and I'm kind of impressed that I was able to buy it when I bought it. But um, I I, I don't know why I wanted it. I just wanted it. Do
Okay.
you do you know? You know? Do not ask Leroy why.
Never ask that.
Ask not why, but what you can do with it later.
But
So that's the second.
Ask
My
not why, but why not?
Why not? My first multicolor print failed miserably. This is the second one, and it turned out really good.
how long to print that?
Around 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes, something like that.
It's like 4 times single color.
Yeah, well, the single color benchy boat took 40 minutes,
Okay, double.
and the the quick single color benchy boat took 16 minutes, 17 minutes. So, and it was not great. This actually turned out really, really nice. small imperfections or anything. So it does show that slowing it down produces some really, really nice
You
prints.
have a black layer between colors.
Yes.
I think a thin layer black color. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
And that's it. The color change slows it way down because it's got to go and it's got to purge
Yeah.
the
You have
nozzle, and
okay.
so
So I used my downtime on Saturday, uh, and I was able to guilt my son into helping me put together 2 more 3D printers.
Mhm.
And like, yeah, go get this for me. Go get that for me. I'm just gonna sit here, put this together. So
How many 3D printers do you have now, Ray?
we have, I don't know, like 15 or 16 of them.
Oh my God. This is a
Maybe
3D printer
maybe 13
farm.
or somewhere between 13 to 15 of them actually assembled. But I'd say 5 or 6 of them have problems. Um, I really like the ones that you open the box and the power supply is set to 230 and maybe like an X limit switch is broken. Those are easy to fix.
yeah.
Uh, the ones where it's like there's a transistor that's soldered very poorly on the mother control board, like that sucks. I don't want to mess with those.
When
So
I went up to Columbus to pick up this new printer, and when I went up there, they were clearancing out 2 other big tree something printers. One was clearanced out at $80, brand spanking new, and one was clearanced out for like 56 bucks. So I ended up with 3 printers, all for less than what they're currently selling the Cobra 3 for. So I am nuts. I do not need all these printers, but I have printers.
I agree. I don't need printers. You don't need printers.
I don't need any more printers. But when you see a brand new, even if it is an older printer for
You
56 bucks, it's hard to go,
jump on it.
yeah, it's hard to go, well, I'm going to be in Columbus anyway. I might as well buy that.
You bought the multicolor one for $56?
No, the multicolor one was just under 400.
Oh, I don't feel horrible anymore, but still.
No, the one of the big trees, it I don't know, it's got to be an older model. It doesn't have uh the auto bed sensor on it, but it was 56 bucks. It's hard to pass that up. It's hard to say I don't need this printer, but I'm going to buy it anyway.
Well,
So,
I'm thinking about the room that's at the Journal building. It's basically the bomb shelter.
yeah,
Um, thinking about turning that into the maker space or the start of the maker space, where that would have more electronics and stuff in it. Uh, if you know what I mean.
do you know that the library is putting a makerspace in there in at Middletown?
They've been saying that for like 4 or 5 years,
It's actually on their website now, so
and if they had a big laser, and a big CNC router, I'd probably care. But uh, if I could go over there and use their printer, I'd do that. Let them take care of a printer. I'll be happy to go use their printer, like a flatbed, large format printer.
yeah.
But then again, I don't need to do that anymore because uh, the building 601 North Verity, I rented that out to a really neat company. and they are renovating the building right now to fit their business, and it looks amazing on the inside. I mean, like, I'm impressed. They, I mean, they're doing a great job, and they've got large format printers and copy machines for big print stuff and all kinds of crap. So I don't have to worry about that anymore.
So
I just asked them, "Hey, can you print this for me?" Sure, Ray.
I take it that you wouldn't take that large format printer that Mike Sullivan has?
Oh my gosh, what is it?
Yeah. Check the
It's
mail.
yeah, it's in the
It's a
email.
huge printer.
It's big. He was looking for somebody that's got space, and I'm like, I wish I had space.
Well, what I'm thinking is you don't exactly have a lot of space. Um, if you wanted to move some of your stuff to the journal building, is I'd be happy to set up workstations and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Uh, but
might not.
I figured out how to do my lighting down there. So
It
yeah,
is an HP T3500 printer scanner.
I have the screen to share the image
Oh,
of the printer
I probably need to enable
to
share.
enable it. Yeah. It's
HP
H,
T35.
yeah.
Okay, I think you can share.
3,500. It'll
Yeah.
print 3 feet wide by up to 30 feet long.
That's not a
It,
monster, but that's pretty nice. How old is that?
I don't know.
it's still in production, I believe. It's
Yeah.
got about
This
$300 worth of ink in it.
this Google.
We'll take that. We'll put that in the makerspace.
I figured you'd want that, Ray. You need to get a hold of Mike Sullivan.
Yeah, we'll put that in the makerspace.
Well,
I
it's color, right?
It is. It you're you're the only person that I know of that's got the space for something like that, Ray. So
I have space,
you have space.
Copy center.
except for my main business, and I need twice as much space there.
Hmm.
Hey, I know where there's a journal building at. There's a lot of space
Yeah.
there.
Well,
Mhm.
the journal building doesn't have a dock. Otherwise, I would have already moved there. Seriously. If it had a dock for a semi truck, I would have already moved there from my other building.
Hmm.
But
What is that?
it's like 20,000 square feet.
That dock that's back there wouldn't take a semi truck?
The dock on the back of the journal building is not intended for any semi truck.
No.
It is intended for pickup trucks.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess.
The other problem with the journal building is that the the roll up door that's in the back
Mm-hmm.
is not big enough for a vehicle. I think it's like 72 inches wide. I mean, it's just barely wide enough for my Bobcat bucket. So I think my bucket's maybe 60, 64. I think the door itself might be 72. But I want to see about expanding that door. Because I think that originally it was meant for a car entry vehicle. So I don't know.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Of course, that was years ago when I delivered papers, but they probably did just back pickup trucks up and have all the papers in the back of the pickup trucks to deliver them. I'm trying to remember. Steve's not paying any attention.
Neuralizer.
I am.
That's that breakout board that I was telling you about for SD cards.
Okay.
So now my round display has GPIO.
Nice.
And it stopped working because it's not soldered in there. Oh, blink, blink.
Micro SD IO.
Yeah. Well,
Oh my God.
that's all it is, right? I mean, it's just you tell it what pins to use for the SD card. So it's just GPIO.
And this
So
is a mini SD adapter or a micro SD. Yeah, the plug is micro SD, right?
yeah, yeah,
And the other socket is micro also.
micro
Okay.
SD.
So it's an extender with the IO exposed. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually make one without the extra SD card, but
Okay.
I couldn't find it. I looked. So I spent $1.50 for this and got the got an extra SD card on it. But these things they're cheap. It's just a board that runs out to GPIO. Takes the
Mhm.
takes the pins and runs it out. And it's a perfect solution for something like that that doesn't have GPIO. Perfect being relative. It doesn't lock in place real well, but so that's one of my new toys. I got a lot of new toys this week. It's very bright.
This OLED.
No, it's a almond screen, I think. It was relatively inexpensive, but it was more than I should have paid for the board. It was $10. ESP 32 S3. It's got a really nice display on it though. It's got all the GPIO exposed. You just need to solder the pin headers to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
This is what's the brand?
I can give you
YIO.
the model number.
This is AliExpress.
Yeah. So there was the what they're calling the cheap yellow display. This is smaller than that, but it's on a yellow board. It looks like it's probably made by the same company. So I put the model number in the chat. I'm pretty sure they just the cheap yellow display is like $12 and it's a bigger screen and it's got SD card and other stuff. So I paid too much for this one being a smaller display and but it's a nice sharp display.
$8? No.
I paid $10. I saw them.
2.8 inches.
It's 1.9.
Oh, that's another one.
They're saying it does not have the touch display, but it does have the connector for the touch display. I don't know how that would work, but
I see one with a touch display, color inch, with acrylic case.
the big
Okay.
one. See the big one. You can find the big one with the touch for like $8.
I'm seeing a different one. Look at this.
That's the bigger one.
They say 2.8 inches.
Yep.
This one is $1 more, $1 something more.
Oh, it
With
comes with the
acrylic.
case.
ESP 32, but it's not S3.
It's not the S3.
No,
No, but it's $8.
this is older. Maybe
It's
your,
and it's
your
got
is,
it's got a big touch screen on it. It's it's try ESP-S3 HMI, maybe that 1.9 inch. Maybe that'll get you the right results.
I think that's the one you've got at 767.
I bought this one too. This one plugs directly into the USB and it's got a nice multicolor, really nice, really bright display, SD card. This one was worth $10. That one was called made by Waveshare. It's the S3 and their example was
it
horrible.
use a external antenna or is on board?
It's on
Antenna.
board. It's on board. Their example was horrible, but I was able to get maybe. Can't see it. There's Batman.
Too bright.
It's too bright. Um, the example they gave was didn't work right, and it looked like it was probably written with old libraries or something. But there was enough information to figure out what was going on, so I got Batman to work. But those were well worth the $10. Um, especially with
round corners.
yeah, especially with the SD card reader and the LED multicolor LED, and they've got screw things so you can mount them somewhere. Maybe these were the almond displays. I don't remember. Don't remember which one's which. I just know that I don't buy a whole lot of stuff from Waveshare, and their software was not good, but they make some decent hardware.
LilyGo has a lot of displays, but they are expensive.
Yeah,
LilyGo T displays, you have a lot of different models.
LilyGo used to be really reasonably priced, but they've gotten expensive.
Yeah.
You know. If you can't find the one display, or if you can't find any of them, I'll I'll email. I'll put a because the links are all on
Okay,
this
okay.
other computer.
Okay.
But I'll
Send
email
send
everybody
an email. Okay, perfect.
what I bought. And another one of these little TF card readers. Because when you order stuff from China, you might as well get at least two.
10 by 10
By
or
10.
1,000. 1,000.
I'm not Ray.
5,000.
I'm not.
Gotta buy 1,000.
Gotta buy 1,000.
Oh, I gotta buy these little Bluetooth stereo head units, and then I gotta get battery, the 18650 interface cell circuit board things, and DC power connectors, DC transformers, wall wart power supplies, and switches, and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, fun.
I want to know where you are getting your filament from, Mr. Ray.
Oh, filament.
Yeah, for your 3D printers.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got a bunch of it.
yeah, I know.
You need some?
Where are you getting it from?
I'll sell you some. Uh, I just found some places to buy it from, and then I estimated this is what the price I think should be, and I gave those recommendations to my reps at the laser company, and I was like, hey, we got extra space in the laser machines, right? Near around the laser machines. So my factory rep for laser machines, he just bought them for me as a courtesy, and packed them in with the laser machines.
Gotcha.
So yeah, not a big deal. I really don't even know where they came from. Some stuff. He's just like, hey, is this what you want? Yeah. With this? Yeah. With this other stuff? Yeah. So I think my next purchase of filament, I'm gonna get a lot more silk and copper looking stuff. Some more cool colors, cool stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely full up on the basics. Banana yellow and pink and red and like this royal cobalt blue and purple and white, gray, black and more white.
I I was I was pleasantly surprised with how the yellow turned out in that. The yellow is really,
Yeah.
really
Some
nice.
of the stuff I thought it was gonna be more vibrant, and as you print it, I was like, wow, there's just not a lot of pigment in the filament.
Right?
But once it's done printing, I was like, yeah, that looks good. It looks fine. But if you look at like one layer,
Yeah.
like, ooh, it just seems not opaque. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, okay, it just doesn't look right to me. But
Well,
yeah,
You see my big
But
benchy?
I just want the big benchy. Okay.
EB.
Big benchy
Well,
next to
good.
big benchy next to baby benchy.
I have a couple of projects that I need to design. Um, we have uh, we have dust getting into some of the laser machines. That the machines have cooling fans, but they don't have filters on the cooling fans. And my customers, they just wanted to be able to slap a filter over top of the fan cover or the fan mountings. And I'm like, okay, I think we could make a little 3D printed frame that'll fit that. Fit over top of it, put some filtering on it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure
Was there
you
some reason that you turned on the big bright light behind you?
I turned it on because
White balance?
it was getting dark in here.
Uh,
I could turn it down.
it really saturates the video there. Like it just seems like the sun is in the background. The camera does a good job of balancing, even though it's dark in your room there, man.
Okay. If I turn it down, it really doesn't help. That is the largest print I've ever made.
Wow.
Hattie calls that an egg. I call that a spaceship, but what do I know?
Or a hat.
Or a hat.
What's it supposed to be?
Spaceship. See, this island Earth spaceship.
It's not
Big-
the Miami, Florida spaceship, or
Bigified. Each half took 3.5 hours. Now on my old printer, that probably would have been like a 12-hour print, both halves. Both halves probably would have been forever. And probably wouldn't have printed right because my old printers never were quite right.
hey, crazy topic. What is up with everybody saying alien sightings recently? Spaceships on the way to the planet, and aliens coming through portals in Miami, and what the heck? Is this like distract us from
That's not
uh,
elections or
election?
war.
Didn't they do that
Yeah.
4 years ago? They were like, "Yep, aliens are real."
I saw something,
We
but
want to tell everybody right before the election.
You got me. I have no idea.
I read some in YouTube, but I used to skip those things because
Oh yeah, I
it's
float
not
off.
really no news about that. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm eternally out of the loop.
Uh, so anything new, Mr. Steve? Anything going on with Mr. Steve?
Nope, just spending lots of time at work.
I I think I found your display, Roy.
Well, I can still email
I think
everybody.
it's this
Yeah,
one,
that's
right?
it. That's it. Look, you found it for $8. I am.
No, but this is the welcome deal. If I log in, this disappear. This price disappear.
Oh, look.
It's for
Yeah,
for new customers.
they want. I got a better deal than the $13 at least.
Okay.
$8, $8. I would happily pay $8 for another one, but I'm not buying any more of those.
MicroPython.
That's it. That's the one.
Okay.
I haven't tried their software yet, but it should be pretty straightforward. It should be easy enough to use. I was a little surprised that the WaveShare was a bit out of date. Or maybe it's too new. Maybe it's too new. Who knows? Who knows about the software? And I'm probably going to end up getting another one of these again because I have found that these have become some of the handiest little stupid things ever.
Macro
Macro
keys.
macro keys.
How much are you getting those for?
470.
Order one for me too, will you?
Okay.
Cool.
I, I will see if I can. I had to jump through hoops last time I ordered to get it for 470. It was supposed to be $4.69, and then it kept jumping up to 470. I just said screw it.
You're probably going to
Rounding.
beat your price if you order 1,000.
Upped it. Yeah. Thanks, Ray. Uh, yeah, these things, it's funny. I have gotten so used to using this one that's got the copy and the paste on it.
Okay.
I have forgotten what copy and paste is. No, not really.
No much code, copy and paste.
No, no more hitting two buttons to do it. I can do it all in one. But yeah, I'll order you one. That that'll be good. Uh,
What are you going to do the other 998?
I guess we're going to take them to the makerspace and see if anybody wants them for, you know,
$6 each. Yeah.
$6 a piece. I was going to say seven because, but
Take 5 years to sell them, though. Yeah.
they'll sit in a locker forever.
And never, never, never.
And,
Yeah.
uh,
I was at a really cool makerspace yesterday, and they had a nice little electronics workbench. Actually, two very similar workbenches next to each other. They had an arbitrary waveform generator, uh, made by Rigel, and another same brand Rigel uh, bench multimeter, and I think it was a 5102 oscilloscope, and or was it 2102? And then they had another. There was 4 channel, 200 megahertz color made by Rigel. Man, that one was really nice.
Yeah.
And some other, reflow, rework equipment. Two actually pretty nice little workstations set up there. Somebody had donated all the equipment, and I guess they didn't use it, or they upgraded their workbenches at their company. It was pretty nice. Decent stuff.
cool.
I need to spend a week or two at the journal building just cleaning up the equipment that I've already got there. I've got electricians coming in, and I've got roofers coming in, and a bunch of other stuff. But I just trying to get things moving forward, I guess. Let's move along.
Always gotta try to move forward, right?
Well, I bought a tower to go on top of the roof. It's actually inside the building. It needs to be repainted and then put it up on the roof. I got way more tower than I really need. I think I have like 60 or 80 feet. I just don't need that. I fear I'm only going to use like 2 sections. Get it up another 30 feet over top of the 65 feet that the building is right now. So
a ham tower for
it's actually bigger than a ham radio tower.
okay.
Voice of America.
I don't quite have that. No. The VOA, Voice America, is pretty amazing. It used to be even better. But no, the one I've got is about 3 feet triangle at the bottom, maybe a little bit more than 3 feet. From point to point to point on the bottom. I need to make some adapter brackets to get into the existing the existing mounts that are down there. They're all up there on the roof.
What are you going to use it for?
All I'm going to do is put up the network adapters for the. Yeah, it's just the network stuff that's going to be kind of like what I've already got. With Ubiquity to go from building to building. That way, I don't have to buy any more internet. Yeah, just have one building that has the internet there, and share it to my other buildings.
So you're making your own internet.
Making my own big local net internet.
Your own local net.
My big local net. Yeah, building to building, man. So, and we've had electricity over that building for a long time, for a year and a half or so. But I need to really get on it for doing the flooring. But I've been just trying to earn money, saving up money to buy tile because I need a lot of tile. I mean, a lot of floor tile. Oh my God. Yeah. It's probably, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 10, easy 15, maybe 20,000 square feet of tile that I need done.
Wow.
And that's a lot of tile.
That's a lot of tile. And then somebody has to put all that tile down.
Then somebody's got to put it down. Exactly. That's not going to be me.
Yeah, well, we're free.
Nope, not a chance that is going to be me. So, I got some ideas, got some plans. I want it to all happen. So, it is what it is. Anyway, it just gotta slow down on spending money, and I gotta earn some money to pay for the tile. But I've been working on lighting. Got ideas for lighting, ideas for the rails, all that stuff. Yep.
The winter is coming.
Yeah.
I have two huge trees fell down during the storm. I was in Europe, and now some guys will come for 4 days to chop all the dead branches and the fallen trees. They will spend 4 days in my property cutting trees. I need to remove two big ones around the house because they are dying.
Are they close to your house?
Yeah, not close, but they are very big, so they will hit the house if they fell. If they fall, yeah. I remodeled the backyard with a new patio, and they use heavy machines to press down the concrete slabs, so some trees suffer a lot with those pressure around them. So two of them are dying, and they will remove them before they break down over the house. Yeah. But,
I got a couple trees in the back of my yard that, if they fell towards the house, they would probably slam my house. Big trees.
I will keep two of them that they are healthy, so they will stay, but the other two will be removed because it's a real danger. Sometimes huge branches fell down close to the house. They are part of the dead trees. They're dying. They are not dead, but they are dying.
Are the company gonna take the stumps out for you also?
Yeah, the name is Arborex with an X at the end.
Are they gonna cut out the stump?
Yes. Well, I will remove two big trees around my shed and two big trees around the house, but one of the stump will stay because they say that the stump is very close to another tree, a huge tree, and they will hurt the healthy tree if they try to remove the stump. So I will spend a lot of money to clean this thing, but it's for safety.
Yeah, you don't want trees falling through your house
No,
That would be-
or my head.
or your head.
Yeah, because there is a fire pit with sometimes some branches fell around the fire pit. And
Yeah.
it's dangerous, definitely.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
so when the leaves are supposedly began to fall, is in Halloween or close to Halloween? Because
It should be soon, yeah.
I don't see leaves in the.
It should be very soon. The problem is that it's gotten so cold recently and very dry that the leaves are going from green to dead.
Okay. So it will be some. Today we have like 33 degrees in the morning. Was really cold today in the morning.
Yeah, we're under a frost.
Almost freezing.
We're under a
Yes.
frost advisory again for tonight. So
Yeah. So the fall is coming.
Patty says that this weekend it's supposed to be up over 70 again now. So
I have a feeling this winter is going to be one of the coldest winters we've had in probably 10 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's probably, I don't know. This weather is just strange anymore, but
Yeah.
it seems like it's going to be nice during the day and really, really cold at night. That's, but I don't know.
It changes.
So I don't know if you saw my message, Steve, but they're out of the black keycaps. They have the white um for the $4.70.
That's fine. I don't care.
I know. I
Oh,
didn't really think you did. I already ordered them.
I might have a spare keycap or two sitting around.
Maybe one or two. But anyway, I can hear Patty outside the door. It's going on 7 o'clock. She's got
Seven.
to be, yeah, she's got to be bringing me foods.
Okay, important.
Yeah. So we are going to
So,
be virtual again next week, and then it's
okay,
Halloween. So
yeah,
I
okay,
will hopefully see everybody next week.
yeah.
All right.
Yay.
All right. We'll see you later.
Bye,
Bye.
bye, everyone. Bye,
Bye.
Ray.